Coming up on the round 1500k multi, Jev, it is Ed Richards' night.
As usual, we try and turn $10 to 100k betting on the footy using the PointsBet app.
Oh, we've got some good new markets, Jev. We've got the ups and downs, and the stock market's back.
First Goal Glory's up and running. You know where to find us at 100k Sports, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Like, follow, send this to Ed Richards. See if he likes it.
Welcome back to the show. It's an Ed Richards party where we bark louder than Bevo's guts after 4 lattes. We've got more run than Ed Richards on the wing. The show that's got more stats than the HP of David King. From the kennel to the couch, the show that's got the bite. And just like the dogs in the final, we might just be all right. Welcome back to the 100k show, where every week we get our best bets together. We slap a cool, hard, crisp $10 in pursuit to try and win 100 grand. Jev, this season we're officially powered by? Absolutely we are, boys. Good to be back. And it's Ed Richards' night.
What are the chances?
It just came up on the card, Ed Richards' night. We're like, shit, that crept up on us. So here we are. Jev, good to be back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's came made to Ed Richards' night, but it is just a normal show. A mum and her young son were driving along behind a garbage truck, where all of a sudden a huge dildo flies out of the truck and lands on the windscreen.
Oh, no.
The mum panics, turns the wipers on and wipes it away as the son goes, "What was that, mummy?" "Oh, no, nothing, dear. Just a bug." And the kid goes, "Geez, that bug had a massive dick."
That's good, Jeff.
I like it.
And obviously, welcome back. Capture the ship, Long Dong Silver, the red-headed bandit, Luke Morgan, Ed Richards.
Thanks for having me. Has there been a show that's needed to buy more than the Ed Richards night? Jeff, you look like a proper cock.
Like the deal, though.
Shout out, very quick shout out. Yeah, obviously the one for YouTube, but Big Hat Australia send us the Big Hat. The Big Hat is very funny.
It's so good.
A very funny gag.
It's sweet.
Thanks for having me.
I think it looks
Ed
awesome.
Richards night.
It's awesome, boys. All right, so on tonight's show, we've got ups and downs. We've got the stock market, all the good stuff. We've got the 100k multi, and then the Ramble, where also we go into First Goal Glory. So I think we've got a new winner on that. So that is coming up on tonight's show. But as always, boys, we review last week's multi. Now, I must say,
can I just very quickly say,
of course,
we should say there is a reason for Ed Richards' night. So just hang with us.
Oh, really? We're not just
Just hang with us.
All right, Ed Richards' night. We're back. But, boys, last week's multi, we must say, we had our best week in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only 4 losing legs. So 17 out of 21 right. I think by my maths, it's about 69%. That's how we went. So let's go have a look. Bad legs. There wasn't many of them, Jev. Let's have a look.
So Nick Martin, anytime he hit the post, if you watched it, he kicked it, he started celebrating and swung and hit the post. Then Max Gawn, anytime, if you watch this, he had a shot straight in front and he had a snap that he should have buried. He missed them both. Max Gawn anytime, Nick Martin anytime. I couldn't believe it. Either of them didn't hit. Lou?
Yeah, just one. Paul Curtis for 2. Couldn't believe it. My man.
His chances. He kicked 2 points.
Had our series of $2. We should say trying to turn $10 into 100k last week, of course. He had his chances just in the wet. The 2, it didn't work for us. We'll look to rebound.
Yeah, my bad leg. This is stiff on 2 fronts. So one, we had Sam Walsh for a snag. He didn't get up. So then we put Charlie in for 4. He kicked one that got subbed out in the first quarter. So that's so stiff.
Did we have Charlie in at all prior?
No.
No, right.
No.
Left him out.
Yeah. So, but good legs. So, guys, listen up because we've got some good bloody legs.
Darcy Jones anytime. Jai Caldwell 20. Caleb Sarong 25. Max Gawn 20. And Elijah Hewitt anytime.
That's good cash.
230 Elijah Hewitt was.
Cancel lunch. There's a few here. Tom Green for 25. Aaron Cadman for 1. He had that 5 times.
Bat before Batman.
Brian Myers for 20. Dill Stevens, 15. Nearly had that twice. I think he had 28. Fritch anytime. He's back. And TDK anytime. Oh, Bananas.
Yeah, that's
I told you his form line was wild.
This could be some of our best betting, but Shannon Neal for 2 was a dead set fucking lock. So we had Max Holmes for 20, Shy for 1, Cozzy for 1, Butters for 25, and Adam Chera for 20. So let's get into it. We had this segment a few weeks ago, guys. I'm not sure if there's a stinger behind it, but the AFL ups and downs. So we've finally got the board up, so we can finally bring it back. Do you want to hold on to it?
Yeah, give me the board.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
So we want to explain to people, this is just, Jev, just a general ups and downs of what's going on in the world of footy. All right, just in the world of footy. So currently leading at the top of the leaderboard, Isaiah Dudley. Cozzy, a close third is Angus Clark. And then to round out the list, the North Melbourne midfield, Tasmania the state, and Jesse Motlop. And I think that's a pretty good representation.
Darth's mum's bag bowl.
I think that's a pretty good representation of where footy's at the moment. So Darth, kick us off with your first. Give us your up first.
My first up is the big key forwards.
Just forwards, love it.
Just the big key forwards. So we had Sam Darcy, Ches, Shannon Neal, Hogan, Cadman, Pat Voss, Larky Georgios. The game is better when the big forwards are firing. So I think that's a big up. It was a theme for last round. And I love it. I love footy more when the big forwards are kicking big bags. So that's my big up.
My up's big forwards. It's Jez 6, Hogan 6, Georgiana 7, Cadman 5, Logan Morris 5, Sam Darcy. They put bums on seats. They make the games unmissable. Bring back the big forwards. I want to see Dunks on locker bags of 15.
My up is the day grand final.
Yes.
I think I've talked about it. This thing has a heart like Far Lap. So every year there's people in the media, there's a name to be mentioned soon, but people mentioning that we all want the 4:30 game. But this thing, it has such a strong heart.
Yep.
It just will not die. And then every July there's just this massive announcement that it's back. The 2:30 grand final is going nowhere, and I think its stocks are actually going up. I think people that are strong on it are heavily hammering down the fact that it has to stay a day grand final. So on to the coach's cobbler, day grand final.
Nice.
You're down.
My down is the buy rounds. We've had enough.
Yeah, 100%.
We've had enough of the buy rounds. I'm sick of not being able to bet on every bloody team.
Yep.
We should do. I'm all for it. Never really heard about it until a few weeks ago. Let's just have a league-wide buy.
Yep. Industry buy.
Us, league-wide buy.
Local footy, everything.
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 Everyone has a buy. Actually, no. Only AFL, because then you go watch your local footy.
Yeah, definitely.
You go put money behind the bar.
Yep.
That's where they go make their cash. That'll be good. And if media members really want to go make some cash, go to a few sporties. Like do whatever. Like have that.
Yep.
That's my down the buy
local
round.
Ed Richards night.
Yeah, like us.
My down is David King.
Wow.
David King.
Why?
The best sports analyst. We absolutely love King on the show. Everything about him. Last year, he wrote off the Brisbane Lions from round 12 onwards. Said they couldn't win the flag. Doubled down. Said they couldn't win the flag. Doubled down. Said they couldn't win the flag. Got all the way to grand final day. Was still saying Chris Fagan could win the flag. And they won it. He just ruled out GWS.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ruled out GWS from winning the grand final. Then they go to the Gabba, they beat the Lions. So he's going to spend the rest of his year doubling down on GWS. There's one thing to call someone to win the flag.
Yep.
So a lot of people are coming out this week saying Geelong are now the favourites. They're going to win the flag. Everyone's already called Collingwood. If you call someone to not win the flag and they win it, that has to be the most wrong you can be in AFL.
Yeah.
If he goes 2 years in a row being that wrong, there has to be some sort of consequences.
I like this.
So I'm David King, down.
Definitely. We need to get a hold of the corn.
And not to mention...
Please don't send him a video of me.
No.
Borgs, you're down?
Sam McClure. So we're just going at the media now.
Yeah.
So I don't
should
mind.
be.
But I'm sick of him speaking on behalf of everyone saying we want a night grand final. We don't want a night grand final.
love the 2:30.
Most of us are very happy with the day grand final. And he's just roping us in because he was wrong about Harley Reid.
Yeah.
He's been wrong about a number of things. So now he's just speaking of half on all of us.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the tactic, actually. But he's going down for mine because I'm sick of him claiming we want the night grand final when we're more than happy with, as we spoke about it previously, day grand final.
Nice. Can I say though, we had those 2 night grand finals. You're absolutely fucked by the time the game starts,
Mate,
and then when it's done, you want to go party, and it's already 12 o'clock, which is fine. You go on with it. Nothing better. Day grand final. It's finished. You smashed, and it's like 5 o'clock. And then you go on with it. Watch it again.
Right, ups and downs. It's a great segment.
What a segment.
The coach's cobbler.
The coach's cobbler. That's
Beautiful.
fantastic. All
Put that
right,
back on. We'll fix that up.
guys, ring the bell out the back. We're going to have a very shorter
we're back.
edition of the stock market. Now,
thank God.
there hasn't been too much movement in the market, but let's have a look at the biggest market movers. So we're mainly going to focus on the Brownlow.
Okay.
Because when you look at actually the ladder positions, they only move a couple of dollars either way. But
Sure.
the start of the year, Bailey Smith was $81 into $3.
Yep.
So
That's
that
so
has been
good.
absolutely smashed in.
Wild.
Jordan Dawson started the year at a really good $34 into $4.
Nice.
So you don't buy him right now. Noah Anderson was 34 into 13.
Nice.
Ed Richards, our
Hang
man,
on.
151 into 31.
Nice.
That's actually a buy now, I reckon.
is.
Because
Yeah,
he's
that's
getting
cool.
votes for the dogs.
We're having a couple of bucks in
And
right
Hugh
now.
McCluggage, $151 into 34. So those
good
are the
price.
biggest ones. But some other ones to bet now. So Matt Rao's gone out. He
Yep.
was in very early
he's
about
way
the
too
teens.
short.
So he's back into 34s, which I think he should be about. Tom Green's 41. I still don't think he wins it. Zach Merritt doesn't definitely win it now.
Hugh McCluggage isn't a bad one, 34.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, so
from?
Cripps, Ashcroft, Butters, still him and Rozier at $51. I don't think they can get there. Bonds at $67. Gorn 67, Libber 67. So anyone really out of that? Max Holmes. This is another one.
100 to 1.
Well, he's coming now, Jeff. He's $81.
Oh, there you
So
go.
he's
There's movement.
$81. Isaac or Chad, I don't think they can win it. But the top end, Smith, Dawson, Dacos, Anderson, Sarong, Richards, Neal. So that's probably where it lies. I feel the top 10 guys is probably where it's at. Would there be anyone, if I had to give you $10 right now, Morgs, as a roughie, who would you like? $10 on a roughie. Is it Max Holmes at 81? I feel that has to be the one that jumps out.
I think it does, but I would just be... Again, I'm struggling to find, is he getting enough votes away from Baz?
Well, you look at it when Ben Cousins won.
Yep.
I think that year he won by a vote to Daniel Kerr.
They were just that good. Yeah,
Like,
it's a good call.
you've just got these guys, they just ride each other and like sometimes
Threes and twos.
Yeah, threes and twos,
No, it's a
threes and
good
twos. So I just think if someone's so far ahead, they're winning so many games, he's playing. $81 is that has to be the play, doesn't it?
I think it's a great call. And even, you hate to wish upon injuries and all that, but when you're talking about $81, it only takes a little hammy for Baz to have. He needs 2 or 3 weeks off, which we know Geelong like to rest their players when they bank those
he gets
wins.
2-3
or
games
more
in
so
row.
a suspension.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully that doesn't
Like
happen.
having Heaney last year. Remember, he was unbackable favourite. He's
That's it.
$1.80 suspended, gone.
100%.
Is there anyone else you put money on?
I like Hugh McCluggage.
Yeah,
I
nice.
like Hugh McCluggage at 34. I think he's had a better season than Lockie Neal. Yeah, I like that one.
Cheers.
That's the stock market, guys. All right, that's the first third of the pod. So coming up next, we got the round 15 edition of the 100K multi. Rip in, it's Ed Richards night. Ooh, we'll be right back. Rip in. The Sunday Roast is back for season 2025, Jeff.
Oh, the show where we celebrate the winners and roast the losers.
You can find us every Sunday night after the Bachelor's game where we get on, and Jeff, it's one hell of a show.
We give you the best odds and the best opinions, but the best odds are the bet you weren't on, but wish you were on.
It is out 6 a.m. every single Monday morning after the round concludes.
Listen to it driving to work Monday morning. You'll absolutely love it. The Sunday Roast.
Let's go. The stinger was awesome. If you guys are just tuning in right now, live, it's Ed Richards tonight. Awesome night. This has been on the calendar for a while, boys.
Physically impossible to just tune in now, but
I know, that's why.
it's awesome.
Welcome for tuning in right now. Ed Richards, we are live and we are well. So, again, I'm sick of the buy round. We said it in the Coach's Cobbler. What's it
did.
called? The Coach's Cobbler?
Ups and downs, coach's gobbler.
Coach's Cobbler, ups and downs. So, we've only got a few games to bet on. But we're getting excited by it.
Oh, we will.
So, I can't believe this is the MCG. 120.
Yep.
Carlton, North Melbourne. Jeff, who do you like?
No run.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing a legit Marnus Labuschagne and not making a run at
Oh.
it. No run.
Nice.
I'm doing bugger all.
Dars, give me my man. Had to go there. Dill Stevens just for 15 at $1.13. Just a nice little $1.13. He runs like he's chasing a tram. And to be honest, he disposes the ball like he's missed that tram. It's an awkward sort of ball drop. It's a bloke a little bit late for the tram. He's a sort of bloke. He's a sort of bloke to just absolutely torch your super coach. Like, just torch it.
Smithereens.
But then the next week, Warren's almost starting as captain.
Yeah.
It's
Dylan
just-
Smithereens.
it's honestly, he should be on there for ups and downs, but we haven't had a reason to bring him down. But his numbers are honestly, it sounds like my beer count in the last 5 Bathursts. 22, 18, 23, 19, 27.
27's a good year.
That is incredible for the last 5. And we're talking about Dylan Stevens just for 15 here. His last 3 against the Blues, 21, 21,
Nice.
15. So the form is all there. He's only had 1 game at the G this year, Jeff, 18, and we bet on it against the Tigers. So that hit. This is the leg of my life. Dill Stevens, 15 plus, $1.13. You know it makes sense.
Great leg.
Nah, so I'm going to lead you $1.13. I'm leaning that way as well. Give me the kangaroo carer, boys. Adam Cherry's basically a Joey Fosterer for this week.
Nice.
He's going to bottle feed them,
Yep.
20 touches, and then he's going to tuck them in his little pocket, and he's going to rock them gently to sleep for 4 quarters. Boys, I'm telling you, for 20 touches. So Adam Cherry, how's this? He's 100% when wearing navy blue shorts this year.
Okay.
He's 100% when he's home, when he's in his nice own bed.
Yep.
The navy blue shorts, he's 100%.
Perfect.
$1.13,
Makes sense.
short, sharp, but I like it.
Yep.
I really like Ed Richards' haircut. Nice and short and
Awesome.
sharp. Don't go away from what doesn't work because this absolutely works. Boys, into the next one. Port Swans. Jeb, first, are you nervous? And 2, what do you have?
I'm excited.
Oh, he's excited.
Because
That's
give me your auntie's favourite player. Your cousin takes a photo of him to the hairdresser and says, give me this cut. Your missus asks Rebel Sport if they have his boots just so she can daydream about you.
Oh, wow.
Hard as a cat's head, smooth as Bailey Smith's hammy rehab, tough as a goat's knee, silky as your dad's butter chicken. Give me Isaac Heaney for 20 in 1, boys. Goddamn superstar. I'm getting $1.20 for him to have 20 and $1.40 for him to kick a snag. He's had 20 in 1, 8 of his last 9 games.
Wow.
4 games in a row. He's had 21, 8 of his last 9.
Good stats.
He missed out one. So the 20 in 1, $1.40 for 1 just feels right.
Yeah,
Feels right.
It does.
Silky
It
as your
does.
dad's butter chicken.
It's silk.
Bit of cream in there? No worries.
Great. Luke?
Bit of Sean Burgoyne in there.
No worries.
Bit of silk.
Beers on a Sunday.
Here we go.
Hungover Monday. Watch your doco on Ted Bundy. Count your cash on the Tuesday from betting on Grundy. Brody Grundy for 15 at $1.24. Give me the big Warlock. Big Daddy Grund. Crocodile Grundy. This is a... I thought that was better than it got. The form takes the stat, mate. It's just wild. His last Baker's month. You just wouldn't expect this from the big run D. 19, 23, 23, 19, 23. His last 3 against Port, 26, 15 and 15.
Yeah.
So all the forms there. And then with the gather round adds a little bit of a layer because you're having a look at games in Adelaide and it's not against Port or the Crows, but it's, hang on, Swans played Collingwood in Adelaide. We were there. We saw it live right in front of us. So his last 3 at Adelaide Oval, 23, 15, 31.
31's heaps.
We said this on the roast.
Yeah.
We said Grundy for touches.
Yeah.
So
it's good betting.
When he goes to Adelaide, he's hotter than your auntie's only sister, Das. Why wasn't he in the multi in the last 4 weeks?
Well, glad he's back in.
That's so sharp.
Yeah.
It's always too sharp.
Nah, that's good. That's really good. Boys,
Das.
Sam Powell-Pepper is like a 20-year-old on a night out. He's a bloke that's always going to have a crack. If a fight breaks out, you're happy that he's in your corner. And if he's lucky, he might get a little bit of action. But when he goes to her house, he doesn't always score. He might have to have a little bit of a cuddle. But when he's at home, in his own bed, he's 100%, just like at Adelaide Oval, boys. He has not missed in his own bed this season.
Nice.
Have a listen to this. 2-1, 2-2-1. And his form against the Swans is 100%.
Yep.
Kicking 5 out of his last 4 games. He's just unbelievably so good to bet on. We have
Agreed.
to. Speaking about haircuts, he's about as silky as your dad's butter chicken.
I get that haircut soon. After the Swans beat the Tigers, Chad had the choice of legit anything on earth or have a beer with me.
This video is so good.
He had the choice. I messaged him. I was like, are you having a beer tonight or anything else on the planet? And he chose anything else on the planet, and I don't blame him. Look at me. Look at me. Why would you have a beer with this? Give me Chadwick for 20 touches. He has also had 20. He's also had 28 of his last 9.
Yeah,
the one he missed, he had 19. Just Chad, 20 touches, $1.29. My man, absolutely love him. Chad.
Good for you, Chad.
Lewis?
No, thank you, mate.
Boys, word's got out. So Mitch Georgiades has actually been doing some community service this week.
Okay.
He's actually been going down. Sources say he's been offered a full-time role in aged care because apparently if you scrub a demon clean, you qualify to be a professional cleaner. The old bubble bath Georgiades handing out broken ribs and bubble baths. Mitch Georgiades, boys, for 2 sausages at $1.27. He kicked 7 last week.
Yep.
He
Kicked 7 last week. He kicked 3 against the Swans earlier in the year and 4 last year in the blowout. Didn't do too well in the final. Only kicked the 1, but that's all right. We're going off his form now.
Chewy.
And I love, this is the first time I've seen a forward do it in so long. He's made someone earn it sitting under the ball. Maxi Gawn was stretched out. And this is what a forward has to do. So the commentators didn't speak about this enough. They're like, oh, yeah, geez, Georgiades has really got a knee into Gawn. 100%. It's legal to use a knee as long as your eyes are on the footy. Yeah. If someone's sitting in your hole, run up and just knee them as hard as you can.
Definitely.
That's a tool because that's what I mean. You have to show yourself that you're actually a tough forward. And I think Georgiades loves it. The big bubble bath.
He won't be in that hole again.
Fuck no. So we're taking Georgiades for 2 at $1.27. You boys like the leg?
Yes. Oh, we love the leg.
I think it's a good leg.
We love the leg.
All right, boys. Then we're going to get into Collingwood St Kilda at Marvel. Unfortunately, doesn't really feel like a Marvel game, does it?
No.
But we're here.
Yeah, that's shit house.
Jev, who do you like?
Give me the lamb cutlet, the wombat, the spark plug, the ferret, the grease trap, the fox cub, the butcher's dog, Jack Higgins. For 2 scraps of steak at $1.80.
Yep.
Nice.
What he hasn't done is kick a bag of 2 in a couple of weeks.
Nah,
Yeah, that's-
1-1-0 his last 3.
Yep.
What he has done is kick bags of 2 against the Pies his last couple.
Oh.
4 and 2 his last
That's what
2.
the show's for.
He'll be looking to get back into form under the lid. You can't keep a good man down for too long. The butcher's dog is starving of scraps.
Yep.
Get him a chance. The lamb cutlet, the wombat, the spark plug, the ferret, the grease trap. Get him the ball. He'll kick his 2. $1.80 I'm getting for Jack Higgins to kick 2.
El Scrapio, por favor.
I do enjoy the ferret. I don't know if you heard on the weekend, I think it was Gaz Line talking about what we've been speaking about for a while. If you put him and Usain Bolt and they had to go up and then run back to goal, he wins.
I think we said
Caroline did not say that.
He did so, very, very close. And I think he might be, well, he wouldn't be listening to this show, but I don't know where
we said him and Ben Keys.
Ben Keys.
That's right. It'd be awesome to watch. No, I love that. Welcome back to Jack Higgins.
Well,
Welcome back, Jack.
Lewis?
Give me Tim Membry against his old mob. $1.24 just for 1.
Yeah, like
this is just a financial opportunity,
Yeah,
Jeff, and we
this
need to
is.
take these. Tim Membry.
Tom Membry.
Tim Membry has come out of this good side. Tim Membry has come out of the good side of a breakup. Tim went and got hot. Tim went and got a 6-pack and a second sleeve, while Ross Lyon's still arguing with the security at Revs.
Nice.
Tim just kicks goals for a living now, Jeff.
Yeah.
Tim's hungry, and Tim gets what Tim wants, and that's one at the Igloo this week. His last 4, 1, 3, 1, 1. He absolutely adores the Igloo. He's a fucking polar bear, Das.
Yeah.
He loves Marvel that much. Listen to his last Baker's Month at Marvel.
Tell me.
3, 2, 1, 3, 1. Throwing a lot of numbers around here.
Yeah.
But there's no zeros in any of them.
no
Exactly. There's at least one. He'll torment Ross here. Walk away with one, and we're 24 cents richer. Call in if you like the leg. $1.24, Tim Embry.
Love it. That's awesome. Now, boys, this man is like a vintage car. The older he gets, the more you appreciate the craftsmanship, the control, and just how he's able to keep cruising while everyone else is burnt out. He's like a perfectly aged cheese, boys. Sharp, classy, and impossible to ignore. He's like your favourite porno, boys. He's got stamina to go all night, the moves that keeps everyone entertained, and a finish so good you're left wondering how he still got it after all these years. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's Scotty Pendlebury, boys, for 20 touches at $1.27. He's 100% in his last 6 games against the Saints. He's averaging 26 touches in his last 10, and he's averaging 25.2 in his last 5 at Marvel. He just does it.
Yeah.
There's 3 stats that are 100%.
Yep.
100%.
It's good
We've got to
stuff.
take him. He's
We
too
do.
good. Too good not to bet on.
It's like, remember, it's a financial opportunity.
Yeah.
You
have to take those.
Tom
I
Membry.
wasn't going all 100%. Jack Higgins not in that same sort of form. This is due.
That's
Like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, the hot or your
Hot
due.
Jew.
Yeah.
Hot Jew. Do you have any more legs?
No legs.
Do you have any more?
One more. Give me Cal Wilkie for 15 at $1.16. So
G-Wow.
G-Wow, you like to call him, Jeff, the
Yes.
Great Wall of Wilkie. I'm calling him the umbilical cord. Callum Wilkie isn't just St Kilda's last line of defence. He's the umbilical cord. Without him back there, the Saints flatline. All right? His form's like a bat out of hell, Das. 21, 31, 15, 24, 16. His last 4 against the Pies, 20, 24, 20, and 16. And he's 100% his last 5 at the Igloo. The umbilical cord will save us this week at $1.16.
Great stuff.
That's good. You have to back it now.
Yeah.
We'll
great
flatline
stuff.
without him.
Flatline without him. Jeff?
Due, hot.
Yep.
Due.
Hot. Ed Richards. All right, boys, it's now time for the most lucrative segment in all of sports. Gold Thrush. The best bets we weren't on, but we wish we were from last round. Let's crack into it. The music is absolutely unbelievable in the headphones. Let's get into it. So the best for 20 touches, boys. Cam Rayner for 20 was $4.10. Jacob Wearing for 23, so obviously in the 20 range, $5. Bailey Fritsch had 20 on the dot, $6. And Todd Goldstein, Microwave Goldstein, Jeff at 21, $13.
I did not know
13
that.
shillings.
Really nice.
For 25 touches, Jarman Impey was $9. Jackson Binns was $10. Lukey McDonald was $13. Jackson Pryor was $15. And Zach Johnson. I do not know who Zach Johnson
Who
is.
does he play
The
for?
Bombers.
The Bombers, $21. He had
Wow.
29 touches.
Good for him.
Yeah, good on him.
Harry Sheasel, 32, $3.30. Finn Callahan, 32 for $4.30. Will Setterfield, 31 at $18. And then Tommy McCarthy, that was the debutant,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
31 he had. He could have got 21 buckaroonies. We had a lot of messages from, I think it was the Dingley Footy Club, was it? Hyatt Footy Club.
They got on him.
They got on him as well, and well done to them.
How good's that? The best for 35, Caleb Sarong was $4.10. Georgie Hewitt was $4.75. Bailey Dale was $5.50. Max Holmes was $6. And I've also got the best for 40, which was Bailey Smith. He had 41. That was $9.
Nice.
$9, boys.
I've got one goal kickers, just a single. Harry Hilberg, $4.50. Corey Wagner, $4.50. Ryan Burns, $5.75. Lawson Humphrey, $7. And Brandon Starcevich, $7.
Really nice. For 2 is my favourite marketing footy. Lock Fogarty, you'll hear from him again, but for 2 was $4. Matty Guelphy for 2 at $4.40. Bailey Williams for 2, $4.50. Riley Sanders for 2 at $4.75. And then Luke Parker, the Premiership hero, $7.50 for North. In the wet. Unbelievable.
He's such a good bet. Callum Brown, so this is the best for 3. Callum Brown was $7. Sean Mannon was $7. Mitchie McGovern was $7. Lockie Fogarty was $11. And Bailey Williams was $15 for the West Coast
Nice.
Eagles.
I got 4 goals here. Jesse Hogan was $4.50. Mitch Georgiadis was $5.25. Logan Morris $6. Shannon Neal $15. And Aaron Cadman $21.
That's
21's
nice.
So nice. A few from you'll hear again, but Jesse Hogan for 5 was 11. Mitch Georgiadis for 5 was 13. And then Logan Morris 5 on the dong was 16 to 1.
Nice. I got the best for 6s, which is Jeremy Cameron, $9. Jesse Hogan was 26. And the best for 6, obviously he kicked 7, we can only get him for 6. Mitch Georgiadis was $29, a whopping price. That was the best bets we weren't on, but we wish we were. The most lucrative segment in all the sports. Gold Rush. Awesome music,
Before we
guys.
get back in the multi, how's Ed Richards and I going?
That's a hit, I reckon.
Will it be back next year?
I think so.
You talk about an industry buy. No one's needed the buy
He's
more
like
than us.
playing through a buy.
Can we? Where would Ed Richards be?
We
on,
are the buy.
Where would it be on the board?
Ed Richards' night.
Ed Richards. Is it a buy?
Middle.
Is it a buy or sell?
It's a buy. Definitely a buy. Strong buy.
What are the odds on doing Ed Richards night again this year?
No.
What if people want the Ed Richards night every week for the rest of the year?
The only way Ed Richards night happens again if we win 100K this week. Move it on.
All right, here we go. So we got only 2 games to bet on, but it's awesome. Giants versus the Suns. Jeff, there's me betting you talk. Giants versus the Suns. Who do you like?
I know what you're thinking. Jesse Hogan hasn't had that good of a year.
It's been
Yeah,
all right.
that's fair.
Beats up on the shit teams.
It's all right.
Busted his thumb on the bus.
Oh.
Bro still kicked 38 goals.
Yep.
He's coming second in the Coleman and he's missed 3 games. Want to know what he did to the Gold Coast last time he played him?
What was that, Jeff?
4.
What?
Want to know what he did to the time before that?
What was that?
4.
Oh, okay.
Look easy.
And after kicking 29 goals in 5 games at NG Stadium, and we're all over it.
All over
His
it.
last 2, he's gone 1-0. He's that due for a bag at NG Stadium. We're only taking him for 2 at $1.27, and this should roll by quarter time. Should be a tick by quarter time. Jesse Hogan, 2 goals.
I love it.
You fucking sold it.
I can't
looked
look
at
at
me.
you. Yeah, but you've got the acca with the different facial hair, but it's red and brown. It's
I look
fucking awesome.
so dumb.
I wanted to put this leg on ice. I sort of wanted to put the whole charade on ice, to be honest.
no.
But we haven't. I thought maybe this has jumped the shark a little bit. Like, you do it 3 weeks in a row, but the leg just continues to hit, and it's growing.
He's performing better.
Exactly right. So
Give it to us.
We've taken him for 1 for the last 3 weeks. We are taking him for 2.
Who?
Cadman,
Who?
my man.
Who?
I want everyone to do it with me the first time. Okay, this first line. His average for 1 reminds me of Bradman. My mate asked who my favourite player for Port was. I said his last name was Corns, but his first name was Chadman. My mate came over last week and said, "Who's that mowing your lawn?" I said, "That's not my old man, mate. That's my stepdad, man." I tried to have a cold shower, but I turned off the tap, man. My piece disappeared and started to look like the head of Paul Chapman. When you need money fast, bet on my man Cadman. He's coming off 5 last week. He's an absolute. He's in insipid form.
It's unbelievable.
It is insipid. He's had 11 in his last 5 weeks. The kid is a star. All aboard stepdad, man. As I said, it's really doesn't. I didn't need to explain it too much, but we needed some value. Darcy and I in the pre-game meeting, $2.05. I reckon is pretty nice. Coming off 5 in the battle of the expansions, the expansion joints.
Chapman.
Chapman, yeah. I went broad with the P and the
Where's
D.
your least favourite place to field in cricket? That's Bat Pad Man.
Oh, that is so good.
I think that might be it for a little while, but we'll see.
No,
If
it
keeps ticking.
Exactly.
It keeps
I
ticking.
hope boys, I just wanted to stick with the theme. Not quite Ed Richards night, but things that go 100%.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think, what goes 100%? Someone clapping when a plane lands?
Oh, that's good.
Some fucking idiot always claps.
Me.
Jordan Dawson when a kick matters?
Yeah.
Yep.
It
That's
goes
good call.
100%. A calculator?
Yeah, never gone wrong.
Usually goes 100%.
Yeah, so true.
And Braden Fiorini for 15 touches.
No way.
Yes.
This
Way.
man is like your uncle telling a sexist joke at Christmas. It's 100%.
Yeah, he
it
is.
always bloody happens. So Braden Fiorini for 15 at $1.24. He's 100% his last 5. Last time he played the Giants, so his last 5 times he's played the Giants, 21, 23, 25, 25, 15.
Heaps.
Yep.
He just
Really
gets
nice.
fucking heaps
Loads.
of it.
Really nice.
So had to put that
Braden
in.
Fiorini for 15.
I think that's a good bet.
Is that first time?
Yeah, well, it actually would be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well done. That's a debut. We love our debuts. Well done.
Next week's Braden Fiorini night.
No way. It's our last show. I got one more. Is that it? Oh, we got one more?
No, Jeff, do you
got
want?
one
No,
more?
I don't. No.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
Give me the skin fold. Hasn't been back in the
Who?
multi. So he was in the People's Punters Club about 3 weeks ago. I'm of course talking about Ben Ainsworth. Forgot about him for a little second there.
Did you just write skin folds?
Yeah, I just wrote Ainsworth. So for 1 at $1.87, he's an absolute weapon, this bloke. And I reckon he just creeps up on you with the $1.87.
100%.
I don't think that's really that fair. He loves the expansion cup too. His last 2, he's kicked 1 and 2. So that's no worries. It usually
great.
works in cycles, which I really enjoy. So his last 5, okay? So this is where we're going a bit deep here, Dust. A little bit more analytics, which I like. Starting from round 9, he went 1, 2, and 2. And then he had 2 weeks off. So
Where we didn't bet on it.
that's right. And I think this is where the cycle kicks in. So we're due for 1 or 2 here. So not necessarily going on form, just going a little bit deeper into those analytics. I'm like Rain Man here. I think I'm seeing the board really well. And I think he's due for 1 or 2. And then we'll follow up again next week.
Great stuff.
I like it.
Yep.
Jeff, I've got a little question for you.
Yes.
What do sheep, cows, goats, rabbits, horses, deers, and Matt Rao have in common?
What's that?
They all like eating grass.
Oh, okay.
Now, Jev, what does Morgs and Matt Rao have in common?
What's that?
They both have 2 thumbs and love boning your mum. Give me Matty Growell. Matty Growell for 20 touches at $1.25. He's 100% his last 5. His last 2 times he's played the Giants, 26 and 20. That is good stuff.
The show will
Matty
never take
Rowell,
off.
our third favourite redhead.
Great stuff.
That's
Our third favourite redhead. Boys, last game. This is where the party starts. This is where it starts. Bulldogs, Richmond, Belter asked the line's 49.5. I would take Bulldogs by a lot.
What was the line, sorry?
49.5. This is 10-goal territory all over it.
Could the Tigers do what they did against the Suns and just dirty up Marvel a little bit?
Belter at Marvel. It's cold.
I just think the Dogs play there too often. Suns
That's
don't.
fair enough. Yeah, it's a good call. Good call.
It's not the Suns. It's
Good call.
the Dogs.
I'm going the Dogs. Jev, first leg, who do you like?
When the iPhone came out,
Yep.
we all laughed. What the hell? What the helly is this? But it was the future.
Yeah.
When Teslas came out, we were quicker to understand. These are the future. When pods came out, you know, the chocolatey snack that no one's ever disliked.
So good.
We were all quick to agree. These just are the future.
Yeah.
They're still good.
Well, I'm betting on the future.
Yep.
And the future is now. And the future is Sam Darcy.
Yes, it
I
is.
thought it was Ed Richards.
The highest stock in the AFL by an absolute mile. We're taking him for 4
Nice.
at
Cool.
$2.60.
Yep.
4 at $2.60. I know that sounds short. 4 at $2.60. I'll give you 4 reasons why he'll kick 4 snags.
1.
The Dogs under the lid. 132 against the Saints. 59 in a mulligan against the Hawks. 127 against the Bombers. 127 against the Saints. 113 against North. That's just like a scoring juggernaut in the SK.
Yeah, that's so
like
good.
they kick goals.
Yep.
They kick a lot of goals under
100%
there.
they do.
That's
Two.
20 plus. Noah Bolter's curfew.
Yeah.
Noah Bolter's not playing. He's in trouble. It's a night
true.
game.
So true.
It's a night game. He has to be home.
Cleaning that ankle.
Yes, Ben Miller's having a great season. He's in all Australian form, Ben Miller.
Lucky Miller.
But he hasn't seen an alien like Sam Darcy
he
yet.
hasn't.
No Noah Bolter,
one
no
has.
chop out. Number 3. He's only played 6 games this year, and he has a bag of 4-2 against the Pies, 5 straight against Freo, and 3-2 in his return game on the weekend.
was impressive.
So the form's there.
He should have had 5, 6 on the weekend.
He kicks them.
Yep.
They're going to give him more free kicks this week because they just cannot defend him when he reaches up for the ball.
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay. Round 9 against the Tigers last year, he kicked 4 straight.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's
all there.
4 straight.
It's all there.
Sam Darcy for 4. Sunday Arvo leg. Most valuable player in the league. Give me Sam Darcy.
Darcy for 4.
The future.
Is in the role.
Is that the first leg of the rolling multi?
Second. You sold me on Chera for 20.
Oh, nice. Well done. Lewis, you're up.
Give me my man, the Tassie Tossle.
Who's that?
The Tassie Tinder Swindler. Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, Riley Cyrus, and tune into the box office movie this week, live from Marvel. Harry Sanders in the Chamber of Snags. That's Marvel this week, fellas. A Chamber of Snags for Riley Sanders. We made a fortune off him the month
fuck.
out of the blocks. From rounds 1 to 4, we made a killing off
Nice.
him. All right, we've got to get back to that. We need to start using our advantage here. So, Dope, what's our favourite saying?
You're not all you do.
You're not hot or you're due. Well, he's due now. So for 3
Nice.
weeks, it's time to get hot. 3 weeks he had donuts. And then
Yeah.
last week came back and he kicked 2.
Yeah.
And that's back to the form. And I think what is the line? 49.5 you said?
Yeah.
All right, so we're seeing points.
Points.
Yeah. And he loves a snag, Riley Sanders. So he'll look for one, just for one at $1.69. Especially, you got to take some risks to try and turn $10 into 100 grand. I will take this risk 100%, $1.69. It's too good.
You turn into a calculator then to figure that bet out. That's so smart.
Honestly, it was just...
Riley Sanders in the Chamber of Snags. That's good. Boys, this bloke doesn't just listen to confessions, he hands them out. He's not a priest yet, but his opponents call him father. He often attends mass and the goal kicking column. That's why he's in the multi. Give us Matt Kennedy for 1 snag,
Yep.
boys.
Yes.
At $1.40. His last 5 games, he's kicked 10 snags.
He's so
Say with
good.
me. His last 5 games, he's kicked 10 snags. He loves Marvel. 8 goals his last 5. Boys, he just kicks snags.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Versus the Tigers.
It's a good point.
Versus the Tigers last year, twice with the Blues.
Well said.
Kicked a snag either side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well said.
No, so many guys.
you have to be in there. Jeff, any more?
Now it's time for the main event.
Yes.
The creme de la creme.
Oh.
The headliner. The reason we're all gathered here today. Who am I? Let's have a game of who am I?
Let's have a think.
I play for the Dogs. I wear number 20. I have all the boys dressed up as me tonight. I have red hair. I'm Ed Richards and I'm kicking a goal against the Tigers.
Bang.
Give me Ed Richards anytime at $1.50. He started his year kicking 1 goal his first 5 weeks.
Yep.
1 goal his first 5 weeks. So it was around 6. He only had 1 goal to his name.
Oh, yeah?
Since then, he's kicked a goal every week for the last 8 straight weeks.
And multiples
He's
as well.
and multiples.
Jesus.
He's kicked 11 goals in his last 8 weeks without
That's
missing.
incredible.
He's in a rare air of form.
Yeah.
Red hair, rare air, Ric Flair, Ed Richards for a goal.
You better believe it.
$1.50. That is what we're getting here tonight.
I love it.
For that leg.
That's the leg.
Fuck. Was
Ed
it worth
Richards
it?
Yeah.
Was it worth
For
it?
that, $1.50 leg.
Well, I think we need to double down.
Yes.
So that's cute. All right. What do you get for one?
$1.50.
We're making it two. For $3.30. What'd you say? He's kicked 11 in his last 8. Whatever
Yeah.
they say. We need $2. It is Ed Richards week. We can't just have 1 and 25. All right, we do that every week. It is 2 goals at $3.30.
Yes.
We want 1 in the first quarter and then 1 in the third, and then the rest is party time.
That's so good. boys.
$3.30 for 2. That's a whopping price.
That's so good. Boys, some of the most well-known redheads of all time. Ed Sheeran, Ron Weasley, Prince Harry. Don't even compare to our redheaded phenom. Ready, steady, Eddie. The red-noted Rudolph of the dogs. Our man's on such good terms with the colour red. When he stops off at the traffic light and he sees a red light appear, he's legally allowed to drive through it. For 30 touches, boys, we're taking him.
30 and 2.
I love it.
290 last year against the Tigers. He had 34.
Oh, it's
Yep.
heaps.
Yep.
Do you want to know what his form is against getting 30? His last 20?
Please.
Once. That's it. But it's Ed Richards week, so we absolutely love
Oh,
it.
so the form isn't
Yeah,
there.
no,
Okay.
but he's due, and it's Ed Richards night.
He hasn't had 30.
Correct.
He's had 31 since his last 20.
Yep.
It was against the Tigers.
Yep, last year.
I think that's where you got to get on.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
got to get on now.
Oh, so you got to be ahead of the curve.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we've got him for 30 and 2.
Yep.
And I think this is a classic example.
If I were dressed like this, I suppose.
Shout out to the gentleman who
Might have
messaged in.
won.
He'll know exactly who he is when I start talking about him. But he sent a message in the Discord where he took all the legs that he liked from last week's show and he left out all the ones which he wasn't too sure of. Right?
Did he win money?
He cashed. His multi paid 56 to 1, and I don't know what he had on it, but it cashed. And that is the idea of this show.
Can he tell us the legs that are a bit iffy?
Let us do the donation. Okay, it's $3 each. Just pick and choose out of the one. So maybe people might want to tease this down to what, 25 and 1? Okay,
Yeah.
not us. Ed Richards night, 30 and 2.
Don't be a coward. Put him in.
So you need $11.71 to win 100,000 cold ones.
Yeah, we had to scrape together an extra buck.
What do we got? 22 legs.
22.
Adam Cherra 20, Dill Stevens 15.
Nice.
Sam Powell Pepper anytime, Isaac Heaney anytime.
The pep.
Chad Warner 20, Mitch Georgiadis 2, Heaney 20, Grundy 15.
Good legs.
G-Well, Cal Wilkie for 15, Pendles for 20, Membry anytime, Jack Higgins for 2.
Great legs.
Matt Rao 20,
Yeah.
Jesse Hogan 2, Fiorini 15, Ainsworth goal, Cadman 2, bat before Padman.
Awesome.
Such a good leg, Morgs.
Ed Richards 2, Ed Richards
Yes!
30, Matt Kennedy anytime, Sam Darcy 4, Riley Sanders anytime. That's 1, 2, 6, 10 dogs goal kickers. Like they're going to kick snags.
Absolutely they are.
No Riley
That
Webb.
was the theory.
That was the theory.
It makes sense.
Well, that's 10, so that equals 60 points. The line's 49.5.
correct.
Tigers have to kick some.
And then they're going to go over that as well.
Yeah.
They're going to kick 125 points.
They
Well-
kick it every time they play at Marvel.
Weather won't be a factor.
Nah, it's
Weather will
cold.
not be a
Cold
factor.
will.
This is awesome. I can't wait till this cashes and we come back as Ed Richards night again next week.
Can't believe
Brilliant.
Ed Richards night's been a success.
Brilliant.
It's been so good. All right, boys. That wraps up the round 1500K multi.
right.
Let's hit the stinger in the truck, guys. It's time for the
Soulful tune.
Ramble. Ramble.
People don't believe me. This is my ringtone.
It's not. All right, here we are, boys. So for the Ramble, so for those that don't know, if you are just tuning in right now, welcome. We Thursday, Friday
If you're
night footy.
tuning in now.
Oh, have mercy on your soul.
Oh,
This would be their
we're running
favorite.
out of gas. and
This would be
they're
their
tuning in
favorite 10 minutes of the pod.
So yeah, this is just obviously, as you said, Das, the 2 games. The multi starts Saturday Arvo. So these are just the 2 games. First goal glory. What do we got? Thursday night, June 19th. Freo Essendon, Das.
Yeah, I've got some stuff here, and I've actually put a little multi on to start off with. So I just want to start off with the line, Essendon. So they're getting plus 29.5 points.
Yep.
Essendon has covered the line. Jeff needs a sugar rush. Essendon has covered the line each of its last 4 matches following a 60-point drumming.
Okay, so they respond.
They respond. So that's one that you might want to do. So I found a stat, and then I went through. So last year they subbed off Neil Erasmus, 3/4 time, almost lost the game. But I just looked at the stats, what people got at the MCG. And I like the 100% theory, and I like that let's flip it, let's do it again. So, and I had a stat here as well. Fremantle have been first to 6 goals against Essendon 18 of the last 19 times.
Nice.
So I've got them in a race to 30 points at $1.31.
Okay.
So I've got that in. So I've got that. Parrish last time had 34 touches. So I'm
Yep.
like, fuck it, I'll put him in for 30 at 3:30.
this.
Sarong and Brayshaw both had 30, so they go in. A Smoky, Big Tie Guts, Lukey Ryan had 30. That's too much, so I put him in for 25.
Nice.
Jade Gresham kicked 3. I'm like, that's too much, so I only put him in for 2. That is paying $276.
$5 gets you $1,380.
Yeah,
Incredible. What are we calling that?
Oh,
Last time they met.
Yeah, great.
that's a great
Let's
call.
get that up on the points better.
When Harry met Sally.
Yep.
The industry buy. It's never been more.
I need it.
So I'm not sure what anyone thinks. I just looked at the game and I was like, if they've had it once, they can do it again.
Yeah, it's a good call.
So yeah, it's a wide multi.
So who the hell is playing ruck for the Bombers? They're leaving Microwave Undertaker Todd Goldstein in the freezer at home. He's not travelling because it's too...
Why is he not travelling?
He's too old. He's
knackered.
buggered.
He
So I don't know. Sam Draper's gone down. Nick Bryan's gone down. I actually don't know who's playing ruck for the Bombers, which makes me think Freo are going to dominate the ruck. I reckon...
Darcy's going to have a career... Jackson's going to have a career
Jackson's going to kick 2.
Okay.
He was $4 last week.
But I reckon Darcy's going to kick 1 is
Okay.
where you're going to get your value.
Three
So
from the ruck
Jackson
stops.
2, 100%. Who's stopping him?
Not me.
So Jackson for 2, we're getting 310.
310.
Sean Darcy for 1. Sorry about this. Cut this. $3 as well. We're getting $10 for
Pretty
the
good.
ruckman to combine. We'll have
Nice
a couple
double.
of bucks on that.
Yeah, definitely.
$3.
It's a good bet.
Let's go. You got anything? Halfbackers?
Oh.
Wagner?
Corey Tagner, he kicked one last week.
They have heaps.
To the
Jordan Clark to pop up for 1.
Yeah, John Clark. Or finally, Zach Merritt comes off the halfback and kicks 1.
Geez, is there anyone more due than Bailey Banfield? What position does he play? He's a half
Sub.
forward.
Like
Banger
sub.
Banfield.
Sub.
Number
It's
41.
not a position.
Mate, he's dead set. He's been sub more than anyone.
Yeah, I'm liking look at this. Corey Wagner, Jeremy Sharp at $3.60. You could easily see these guys kicking a goal.
We talked about cycles before. I could easily see Tagner going back into a cycle of just not having one for a month.
Jordan Clark at $5, as you said.
Switter will pop up for 1.
Switter.
Guts from like 55 at $8.
Switter.
Archer Day Wicks, 310. You like him? Morgs?
Kurzma, bow and arrow.
No,
Archer May usually pops up for a shot on goal. Yeah.
It's a shocking game.
it's a shocking one. And now let's get into the next game.
Yep.
So let's first kick off with first goal glory. So for anyone that doesn't know, what we're doing for every Friday game starting 2 weeks ago to the end of the season. So we pick a first goal scorer. We get them for the first half, second half. We get their odds price. We turn them into points. Whoever has, so we go all the way up until Friday prelim. Whoever has the lowest score at the end of the season has to go to a bowling alley, which we haven't organised just yet. But the loser cannot leave until they hit 100 strikes.
Which we've worked
That's not
out.
100 pins.
8 hours.
Which we've done the work. Yeah, I reckon 7 to 8 hours.
And no one
minimum.
stays work.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Jev got Jamie Elliott the first week in the first and the
Twice.
second half.
That's great.
Morg's got 11 someone else. And then was that Connor McDonald last
So
week?
it was Rochelle 2 weeks ago and Connor McDonald on the
You're
weekend.
on a heater.
Yeah, I'm on heater. I'm looking
So
good.
Dove gets first pick this week in... Who is it? It's Cats Lions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Morgs had it written
White
down
out.
as Collingwood versus
Richmond.
Swans or something.
They're the whiteout game.
So I'm going, just got to be smarty, boys. Jez Cameron at $7. That's the
Yeah,
first
you
pick.
just got to
With
get on the
my
board.
first pick, I'll take Shannon Neal, Cowboy Neal.
How much? Don't know.
I'll get it up. You go.
Tyson Stengel, $12.
Nice.
Like
and
that.
then you go again.
Then I took first Cal Archie, my man, for 14. I like that sort of 14 range
Nice.
for the Lions.
Yeah, especially second half goal.
Definitely.
It's nice.
That's small.
Give me 2 secs, sorry. So Shannon Neal's $13. And then I got Logan Morris, my second pick, at $12. I'm just taking the favourites.
That's good.
Bigs. Yes.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, you
do.
do need
So
some value.
I've gone some with a bit of value. I'm going the champion, Lockie Neal, for a
Yep.
snag at $41.
So it currently pays me. I'm on 26 points. Jev's on 80 on 50. Dobe yet to score.
So Geelong have won each of its last 13 matches against Brisbane at GMHBA
Geelong have won each of its last 13.
at $1.44.
Yeah.
$1.44 is great.
Yeah, each of
$1.44 is fucking awesome.
It is good.
each of Geelong's last 4 night matches have gone over the total match points.
Yep.
It's 168. As
That
long as
feels
it's
like
a good
a
night, it
decent
does feel
weather.
like an over. Now, this is what I did. So, same thing. I looked at the odds at the prelim. Holding that yawn, Jeff. I went and looked at the bets that happened in the prelim
Yeah.
that could happen again.
It's a good call.
Lockie Neal had 30.
Yep.
I'm putting him in for 30 at $2.40.
Yeah, they don't tag.
Yep.
Jez kicked 2 goals 3 in the prelim. I've got him for 2 at $1.27. Cam Rayner kicked 2. I'm only putting him in for 1 at $1.53. Charlie Cameron kicked 2 goals his last 2 times he's played at GMHBA, so I had to put him in for 2 at $2.85. And Patrick Dangerfield, I think this could be his last real big hit out against a good side. We know they got an easy draw the back end of the year, and then they just taper him off again.
Chuck him next to Todd Goldstein in the freezer.
So I think that they're going to put him up near the ball a little bit more. He had 24 touches in that prelim.
Yep.
For 20 touches, he's paying $3.40.
Yeah.
So for those leagues, so Neil 30, Jez 2, Rayner 1, Cameron 2, and Dangerfield 20, that pays $41. I got 5 on that.
$5 is back $205.
It's good bets.
It's good stuff. I'll tell you we're a sensitive bunch, boys.
Who's that?
The Geelong fan base.
Okay.
Jeez, they came for me that I left Max Holmes out of the pyramid.
That was
they came. They came in the comments. They came in the DMs.
You're right.
They came in my personal DMs. They called me stupid.
Yep.
They think I look stupid.
Oh, Jeff.
What the hell?
What the hell?
I thought maybe I am wrong. Maybe I'm a little late to the party on the Max Holmes party. So I went to my friends at PointsBet. I go, how do I make it up to the Geelong fans?
Yep.
Went to my friends at PointsBet. I said, give me some odds for Bailey Smith and Max Holmes both to finish top 5 in the Brownlow medal.
I love this so much.
They came back to me today. They said, I'll give you $8.
That's really good.
There's $8 right there. You got the favourite right now at $3. I know Max Holmes, he was 100 when I checked this morning. He's at 81 now. So
He's the biggest creeper in the AFL.
He's getting bet in today. Baz and Holmes to finish top 5 in the Brownlow, $8.
That is a great market. Well done.
That's awesome.
Love that.
I've got another one if we want to do a same game multi for this night. Geelong has won each of its, so their first halves, they've won their first halves at home, their last 9 matches. So for them to win the first half, it's $1.56.
Yep.
I love that. I just think that they're going to blow them out of the water early, like real early, and then Brisbane might come back. But I just think Geelong at home, they're just too good at the moment.
Yep.
I'll tell you what just jumps out to me. I think they're going to pick Tom Doedee. And he's either going to be undersized on Shannon Neal or he's going to play his first game off 2 ACLs on Jeremy Cameron at GMHBA.
It's not good.
Harris Andrews is going to have to play in one of them as well.
Yep.
I reckon they're both kicking 4. Cameron 4,
Really?
Shannon Neal 4. Yep. They did it against the Dogs down there. Remember Cameron had 4 at halftime, then Shannon Neal kicked 4 second half.
Yep.
I think they're going to do it again. No Jackson Payne. He's obviously injured. I don't think they have a matchup for both of them.
It's a good call.
Can I say, Ollie Henry's not going to get picked in this side, but he kicked 4 in that prelim.
Yeah, but
So, no, I know. But that's what I'm saying. But someone else, one of those other smalls, a
36
Manor, a Stengel,
yeah, I
a
love
Myers,
Sean Manor so much.
there's one of them that's going to pop up. That's what I was
Dempsey.
saying.
Do you know what I appreciate so much about you, Jev? What has stuck out to you is the selection of Doedee. That is just brilliant.
Well, they've lost. He's been ready to go in the 2s. He hasn't played 2 years for 2 ACLs. They've lost Jackson Payne.
You don't get that anywhere else.
You don't. You got to roll a multi for us.
No, what I do have is a new segment called, right?
It's called Finish Right Now. Put a bow on
Got
it.
a stinger for this. It's called the double-edged sword. Okay, now what the double-edged sword is, Jeff, I wanted to do this for a little while. Okay?
Like a double-ended dildo?
I'm just hoping this isn't as bad as it could be in your ear holes at home, but it's something I'd like to listen to.
I'll close my eyes. I'll
So when a team, okay, so $1.42, we love Geelong.
Yes.
And we think that's probably a little unfair.
This is the sucker zone, isn't it?
It is. So the other side is $2.90.
Yeah.
That's far too much. Just like GWS last week against the Lions, that was $4. That's too much.
Yeah.
Prime time underdogs.
Too much. So how do we get it to a point where we can't lose? Right? So I've got it for you.
Lay it on Betfair. Try and get $2 a piece.
$10 on Brisbane Lions.
At
$10 at $2.90, so I get back 29 for me 10. $10 on Geelong to win. Grind Myers 20. Ollie Dempsey 1. Get back 235.
So we make.
So if Geelong win, Dempsey's kicking a goal and Myers is having 20.
Okay.
Aren't they? $2.35. If the Lions win, all we need is head-to-head, $2.90. We've been planted the double-edged sword. Can we get a sponsor for that?
That's fucked. Can we get like a dildo fucking sponsorship for that?
The double ender.
Can we all also, just in case,
I'm putting that on,
Yeah,
by the way.
can we lay 50 cents on the draw? So
Great.
Yeah, 100%.
Roll 50.
I'm
not logged in.
On it.
everything's based.
I love the draw.
It must be time to put a bow on it. No me next week. Just a two-pronger last. When's the last time we had a two-pronger?
Where the fuck are you going?
Summer series for me. Over to Bali. Two-pronger next week.
You did Gentleman's Night.
Gentleman's night. So next week to be continued. What are we? It might be Pie Week. Is it Premiership Pie Week?
Might be bye week.
Premiership Pie Week.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you write in the comments.
I wanted to put on a second 100K.
No, right. Ready, steady, Eddie, if you got through. Ready, steady, Eddie. And also, give us a comment as well. What theme you want me and Jev to dress up for us next week? Give us a theme.
Don't.
And don't say your mum in a sundress.
One
because
league to keep your eye there before this goes. James Jordan's going to play on Connor Rosie, tag him at half back. He kicked 3 on Nick Boston. Anytime goal, $2.25, James Jordan for the Swans. I want it in the 100K, but it was too early.
I'm nervous this week about the Blues. We don't have anyone playing, so Blues by 40.
Swans by 18.
Chili, baby back ribs.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.